Dear Denver, what is a challenge you've overcome?
We forget how badass we are. You gotta remind yourself, hang on a second. I've overcome a hell of a lot more than this. And I have the strength to persevere, to move on.
The negative impact of social media.
I wrote myself. Last few years, pretty rough, mentally, physically, and I've taken some time to try and figure myself out.
A challenge I've overcome is going through a messy divorce and a career transition in the same year.
I wrote getting through the worst of the pandemic. I think we're definitely still in it. But getting through 2020 and 2021 was a huge challenge for everyone, and myself included.
The challenge for me was working nights through college. There was a lot of sleep that was sacrificed.
Getting into dental school, and I put heartbreak.
One challenge I overcame was when I started my undergrad. I was very isolated. I very much had that lone wolf attitude that I'll do everything by myself. I don't need anyone's help. But then over the course of my undergrad, I became much more social, much more dependent and connected with other people. And I think that's one of the challenges I'm most proud of overcoming.
My overcome challenge, thanks for the creativity, are separate but related. They're one I wrote a 16% chance of walking again, the other one I wrote emotional numbness. Like I said, the two are separate but related. Had a big injury several years ago. Doctors told me I had a 5 out of 6 chance of not walking again. I did the math and took that as a 16% chance of able to walk again and tried to grow that statistic and able to walk and do all the things I need to do now again. Part of the thing that came with that was some emotional numbness, managing the pain, managing work pains, organizational stress, personal stress, those kinds of things. That's been a long-standing challenge that I'm working on, is just being more emotional, being more present, and just being more in tune to the right things and being able to be resilient without being numb. That's always the balance, of fine line between being resilient and being numb. So those are my challenges. Just continue learning to work on my health and work on my emotional health, and that's what it's all about. That's my challenge.
I'm a trail runner, and 5 years ago I had a surgeon do the wrong surgery on my leg. So it took 4 or 5 years of corrective surgeries to reverse that. And so getting the motivation back to train again after that and sign up for races has been a challenge I've overcome.
My name is Mitchell Gray. I was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Grew up in Cheyenne, Wyoming. I struggled with addiction it's a never-ending battle, but I've maintained my recovery for about 15 months now, after an ongoing battle with addiction for 10 years. I started drinking alcohol in lots of amounts and ended up strung out on heroin, meth, and cocaine, which landed me a 18 to 36 month prison bid in Wyoming's Department of Corrections. If anybody is struggling with addiction, please reach out. If you know anybody who is struggling with addiction, please reach out to them. That is the only thing that has been able to save my life and maintain my recovery. If you have been to prison, it's not too late. And remember, there's always hope.
So far, so good. Stay tuned.